Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today is a fun video because I am showing you guys how I prep my son's baby food. My son is actually on purees still, mainly on purees. He does some soft eggs and things like that, but mainly purees. We are not in the baby-led weaning phase. It's what I'm comfortable with. So I want to show you how I go through and prep his baby food for a week. I like to use fresh ingredients and make it all myself. So this is what I do. I hope you guys like this video. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel, and let's get into it. So I usually start off with a bunch of fresh ingredients. I have been really loving sweet potato puree. My son's been really loving it. Sweet potato. Today I have carrot. I'm doing some squash, zucchini, pear, peach. Just fruits and veggies, blueberry, that type of thing. So I start off by going through and starting my sweet potatoes first. That's what I have the most of, and so I'm probably going to be freezing more of this than anything. But I like to buy them, like in a bag where you get a good bang for your buck, and then just make a bunch at once. So I'm just going to go through, peel, cut, and then steam. And then once these are steaming, I start on the other veggies. So the way I approach baby food prep is that this is going to last at least 2 days fresh in the fridge, and then I'm going to freeze and be able to have some baby food ready to go for the rest of the week. And then sometimes, obviously if I make enough, more than just the week. So I can freeze any amount that I want. And so I just keep that in mind, and I also keep in mind that I want to be able to have variety. So right now I am doing blueberry. I like to do blueberry for his oatmeal, which he'll usually have in the morning. He'll have some oatmeal, not every day, but some days. Some days he'll just have a blueberry mix, blueberry pear, blueberry, just a blueberry mix, blueberry banana. But he really likes blueberries, so I like to put these in glass containers because I am going to use them this week. While my sweet potatoes are finally finished, I go ahead and put those in the baby food maker. Now, sweet potatoes, because I buy like a bag of them at once, I usually will freeze these. And I've noticed it's almost like sweet potato goes a long way. So I'll freeze them, and then I'll be good on sweet potato for a while, just because even when I do thaw them out, he doesn't always eat like a full serving of it. And again, I mix these. When he was younger, we only did like one food at a time, but now that he's a little older, we're able to mix and we're comfortable mixing, and we know kind of what he likes and what he doesn't like. So here is carrot that I'm also putting away to freeze. So then it's just me repeating this process. I find it really, really helpful to be able to do a bunch of food prep all at once on Sunday. I take some time and go through and I'm able to make him, you know, fresh food, and I know what's in it and I'm comfortable with it. So, you know, I'm doing peaches, which he really, really likes, and pear and a bunch of things that he enjoys. So what I like to do is for big batches where I have enough, I will freeze some and then keep the other amount of it in a jar in the fridge. You can just take something out of the freezer. You can pop out one of these cubes or a couple of these cubes, and you're able to then have baby food for the next day. And it's honestly really good. If you ever, in my experience, if I've ever like thought it out and felt like, I'm wondering like, it tastes great or whatever the case is, sometimes I just add a little breast milk to it, and it's, I mean, my son really enjoys it. So that's really been able to help me stay on top of actually being able to make food for him and not have to buy things that are store-bought. So for freezer storage, I really, really like using super cubes. I use super cubes on a bunch of different things, not just baby food. And I'll have something linked down below on my thoughts on super cubes because I really, really do love them. And they function really well for me. But I'm using the smaller super cube tray because, again, it's just sometimes easier to do smaller portions of things. Because that's all I have left. So I literally cycle through steaming different vegetables. And this takes me, I mean, it takes a couple of hours, and I'm usually doing other things. Like while I'm doing this, I'm prepping to make dinner, or, you know, maybe my meal prep for the week or whatever the case is. But I just, you know, kind of cycle through. I do one, I do the other, and I keep it going. I also use this applesauce during the week. This is from Whole Foods. I really like this. And then this is the oatmeal that I use for my son. So these are the other things that I kind of have on hand, ready to go for food for the week. And so then after I'm done pureeing everything, I like to go through and label. I want to know exactly how long I've had something in the freezer, especially with his food. So I go through, write the name, and I write the dates. And then once it is frozen, I like to go back and put them in like a Ziploc bag or a reusable Ziploc bag. And I take the tape off of the freezer cubes and put it on the actual bag. So I still know what it is, and I still know how long it's been in there. And that's really, really helpful for me. But yeah, this is my process. This has really helped me like stay on top of it. And also, in my experience, I feel like it is significantly cheaper than actually buying baby food. You can go to Aldi, you can go to, you know, your local grocery, whatever the case is, and buy these things and buy them in bulk. And you can freeze and you can create fresh or whatever the case may be. But it really, really helps me be able to provide him with variety, and it helps me be on track and not have to try to make something every day when he needs to eat. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you next time.